And then the last thing we need to do from that is to, let's bring this back again. The last thing we need to do is to like probably just find the one you want to do. There are two major ones, as we said. First one is here is to switch tab and get a content if you really want to do. I mean, don't so much focus on this, but this is just what this is doing. So basically, you can see the code here. All this is going to do is just to like spin up the instance of the Puppeteer Cypress, and it would scan and have all the pages. So let's say, for instance, you have the main application you're running, and there's a new tab, or probably there are tabs here, three tabs at the minute. What this will do, you will just get all those pages, and then here you then need to include what is obviously like unique about the page you want to go to. So if you want to go to this one, and this one is saying something like, let's say Gig.com, you have to actually include what is unique, what differentiates it from this page. Okay, so you just do that. Once you put that here, it will find that page. So this will say all those pages, you go here, pages.find, and then it will sort out all the pages and look for the one that includes what you're looking for. So that's key. If you can't find that, it will just throw an error. If it finds that, then if you return the instance of the page, that page will then use this method here, which says bring it to the front. Essentially, what that is doing is to focus the clicks and all those mouse actions and keyboard actions in focus. And then here, you can then do your action, whatever your action is. At this minute, you can see that they are trying to find a tag. If they find it, you just grab whatever is inside and then use this JavaScript evaluate option to like find the content and then return the content. And then when they return the content, here is what the test will look like. So let's do this one. So for now, I'll just take, actually before we move further, I wrote my own application here. So let's say I've got an application that I've written here. The only thing at the moment is, for this application, I haven't started up the API. I've only just I spun up the React application. So you can just like hit me up if you need this application. But when you want to have that issue with your web application, it should be your own application, really. There's something I put here called accessibility. So like you can see, I put something I've used to do accessibility. All it's really doing is when you click on it, it just opens a new tab and then it gives you this option. But because my API isn't actually connected to this, even if you type anything and just try to submit, it wouldn't submit. So intentionally, I didn't start up the API, but this application works. If you want to use it to practice, just drop me a comment. But that's what this does. So I'll close it again and we'll try one more time. Just click on this. It jumps and it opens up new one. That's basically what we need to do in this feature. So in this context, you can see if I hover here, it gives me like an address over here. So let's hover again. You see it says localhost at port 3000/add. That will take me to this page. So you can see if I do that, it does that again. And so either you open up a fresh tab and enter that address, it will take you there. That's one way. Second way is to actually click on this. So let's see how we can do that on our website. So the first address we want to go is to go to this. So let's go to the test as we have said. So let's find that. Let's go back to this. So the test said if you have tests like this, let's put it in here. Let's put this here. So here is a test. This is my test. We just go to this localhost. So actually, let's type it through. Instead of typing, let's copy that to make it quick. So if I go here, right click, copy, and I go here and just copy this address, copy. I'm gonna go here, paste in this. So this will take us there. That's the first thing. The second thing we want to do, we can do anything else we want to do on that application. I mean, this represents that you can do anything else that you want to do, for instance, or you wanted to do, for instance, here. Let's say I want to like type something here, search. Mind you, the API is disconnected, so I'm not going to be able to search something, but you can do something here. But essentially, you can then get to this point. This is the point that we need. So I put like an ID here on this place. So the ID here is what is the ID there? The ID on that tab is I put my company name, send idea here. There you go. So we copy that, and then we go back to this now. So this is the where we need to click. So it's an ID. I'll just do that. This will do the click. This will trigger the opening of the new button, but then this one I don't need it for this scenario anyway. So I'll just load the page and I'll just do that, which is to click that. But this is where Puppeteer comes in. So I'll now do side.puppeteer dot switch the content. So this has opened up the page. Here says trigger new tab to open. Then this is the function, the task kind of that would follow Puppeteer around, follow the new tab around. So we need to go and write this function, and you can see that these guys have already written that for us as well. So let's get into here. Let's go here. You can see, so we got this code, just a simple code, but here is just a modification of I'm just going to copy this. Really, it's a modification of the of our setup node. I mean, you can move this to like an index file somewhere, but for now we'll just leave it here just to keep the demo simple. But you can find a better way to tidy this up at your own time. But what I will do is just to go to that file here, which is cypress.config.ts, put it in here. So in fact, I'll just override this whole thing. That's what it needs. Once you've done this here, this Puppeteer should actually be seen. Let's make sure that we install. So the Cypress Puppeteer is installed. Let's make sure everything else is fine. Just okay. So this is like given an issue. So what we need to do is to actually just make sure that mode resolution is coming. So let's find our module. So let's configure module resolution. So here just like put this through. So which is module, which is going to resolve any issue with that. I think it should be gone by now. Yeah, there you go. So this is now fully resolved. And what is this? Let's walk through this quickly. So I'm just going to collapse this. So looking at this now, this is what you need to do here is to, like, this is talking about setup, and in the setup it just has a method called message, and this is going to, like, is just going to create basically more like a task, and it gives this function a name. This name can be anything really, and this function can also, this message function, it can also actually be overridden actually here to take other parameters if you need to, but we'll come to that in a minute. So what I say is now this would inject the browser of type Puppeteer browser into this, and as I said, this page will grab the multiple, it will instantiate it here, grab the multiple pages that is present at that point in time, because at that point in our test, this method here or this function would have clicked to open two tabs at that point, and then here this will sort it out and then find the one that match where we're going. Well, where we're going at the moment we contain /add, if you remember the thing we were clicking on. So if I click on this, that would get something that has an add. So you just need to like pick what is unique with it really. So here just an add, paste it in. So that would find that, and each of this really is like the end of this method. You can just close them if you want. If you can't find it, it will just throw an error, and then it will return this page. Then once it returns it, we bring this to focus, bring the page to the focus so we can type things in. And what are those sort of things we can type into that? Well, it depends on what you really want to do. Like in our own case here, we may want to, I mean, to be honest, you may not really want all this. You may also want that really. But I think what we can do, let's do something fancy. So I'll just close this tab and then go back to this. Let's go to this React. So what we can do, even though we know we can't submit this form, let's type something like, let's say type hello, and then here we just type world, something like that, and then we just find this text. I mean, we won't click on it, but just to show you the type and how to type on using Puppeteer, Cypress Puppeteer, and how to also get a text, and also you can click on it really, and also how to get a text. Those three things are key with every test you are doing. So how to get a text, how to type, and how to click. So let's try those three things. First thing you need to do is to go here and inspect. So the first one is title, and then let's inspect the second one here. And what's this option? That's description. That's fine. And then what's the last one, which is submit button. So here, click on it, and what does it give us? So it gives us this. Okay, so it's button class of type button and button success contains submit. So let's go and do that. So here, before we grab this text, let's do other things here. So for Puppeteer, what you need to do if you want to do anything is to type await, because it's in async function. You can see async here. So async, await page dot here. The first thing we want to do is to type. So it has a type function here. There it is. So in the type, you need to like put the locator first. So the first locator we got is ID of type title, and we just want to type. What are you going to type? Whatever it is you want to type. So here we say let's type hello. In that, and just close that one. The second one we want to say await again. Await, and then here type again. And then the second one we're typing is description, really. So let's do here description. And then what are we typing? And we say let's type like world, just, and then again let's show you how to click. The same kind of concept. Click just doesn't take anything to type, and here you just take the word click. That's click. Obviously this will click, and then that one is a button, and we also want to get a text for that as well. So to get a text, actually we can just do it with this one as well. So let's go back and see the button for this. So this is going to get a button of type class and that. So let's get it back into the text. So here is not an ID, so this is going to be button of type what's the type again? Of class of type and ID here. Easy. So we just do that. Okay, so this is the locator for that button to click on it. That same locator, we will use that locator for, oh sorry, pardon me. So we will use that locator to actually also just wait for it and then click on it. Sorry, what is it? Okay, yeah, there you go. So we will wait for this, and then once it's ready, we will then use it, put it here to evaluate, and then whatever text it returns, we then dispose the browser. Actually, if you ask me, I would say let's not dispose the browser, so you can actually physically see what is happening or what is going to happen, but then it will return the text. If it returns the text, we'll come here and check what is on that text. Well, what is on that text will be the word submit, isn't it? So let's see, this is going to be the capital letter submit. So let's go back in and find that. So here, right click, inspect again one more time, and I'll just grab it the way it is written and put it into the code. So put it here, and then there you go. So here we would then do that. So it will return that, and then this will come back. So let's show you this before we run anything. Let me show you Puppeteer. You see how it is written and implemented. So if I double click on this, you see that Puppeteer was obviously added on this. You can see that this is the message, the on message, and then it can take any number of acts. We'll talk about this later, but that's what it is, just for you to really have an idea of what that is doing. This is where the actual implementation is happening. And then this, guys, with this, I think we are ready to like go and hit the button running. Let's check everything else just to make sure that things are fine. If we run this, I hope that the test should really pass. All right, let's jump into the console and run this test. Let's go here. Let's run let's just make sure the website is still up and running. Website here, just make sure it is still running. That's fine. So let's jump in and run the test. So let's do npm run install run Cypress debug, press and enter. This comes up, and there you go. So we go here and then we run this Chrome. There you go. So we don't need these two tests. What we need is this one. So if I run this now, it should open up a new tab, and then the test should pass. On the new tab here, you see that it typed in hello, it typed in world, it would have clicked on it, and then it would get the text. And then let's check assertion. You see that assign expected submit to equal submit. So you can see that it actually got something, and with this thing that it typed, you can see that it actually came here to type something. Let's change it slightly just to make sure that everything is you're happy with everything we've done. So what I will do, just to avoid this rerunning behind the scene, I'll just probably just quit it, so we will be sure that if we make changes that this would work. So let's type something like this is management, and then this is testing. So let's run this again. I can type testing, management testing. So here, and I'll just type here, and it should really click on it. And then when it clicks on it, it should, okay, well, it's clicking twice. I don't want it to click. I just want it to click on this button, wait for this button, and get that text that is there, and then return it back. In fact, if you uncomment this one, the things will just, you wouldn't see the second time because it will happen so quick. So let's go in and see. So let's get in here, just run this again, and there you go. So this is coming up. We can do with Chrome, and there you go. So let's go back and let's run this. Boom, test pass. So this one is something else. Just like as I said at the beginning, my API is not running. So this is happening. Well, there's a context to this though, just quickly, so that before I forget. Before this runs, the maker of this Cypress has a caveat really that I forgot to mention at the beginning. So the caveat is that when you go inside here to run this now, they did say that you have to actually install this Cypress recorder. So if you install this Cypress recorder, this tool here, so if we go to manage extensions, you have to like put it, install this thing and just turn it on manually, and also enable the dev mode. So that is what we have here. So in this one, manage extension, you can see that this is turned on to allow this test to run. So this is the only precondition that I forgot to mention. But maybe in our upcoming series, we can just hit me up if you need it. In our upcoming series, we can have a way we can unpack this extension and just add it, inject it in the test automatically, so people wouldn't have to be manually doing this as well. Let me know. Thanks so much. Have a nice day.